Hey guys, this is Dr. Scott Graves with TotalGutTransformation.com. Chinese medicine has always seen gut health as being supremely important in the body. One particular doctor said this: if stomach qi is strong, then the 5 yin organs will be healthy. If stomach qi is weak, then health will decline. Your yin organs are your deeper organs in the body. They're your non-hollow organs, such as your liver, spleen, heart, kidneys, and lungs. So stomach qi, basically qi, is seen as electricity in the body. So if electricity, the conducting of electricity and electrical flow from the stomach is healthy, then the rest of your deeper organs are going to be healthy as well. Another well-known Chinese doctor in the past said that stomach qi is the nourishment of life itself. And if the stomach is strong, life will be healthy. If the stomach is weak, life will be unhealthy. He also went on to say that the doctor who wants to nourish life must strengthen the stomach and the spleen, which are your organs of digestion in Chinese medicine. One of the most telltale signs of dysfunction in the stomach or spleen, or the spleen pancreas, as we now know it today, is with regards to having fatigue or low energy. It's one of the most common symptoms that I see in the clinic today. And this is a testament to the absolute destructive nature of the digestive health that we have in the world today. And what both of these doctors are saying is that if you want to have good health, the power of good health is in the stomach and the spleen. And when you look at our world today, we have record numbers of people with issues from a Chinese medical perspective that have to do with the stomach and the spleen. In fact, I go so far as to say that if you don't fix the stomach and the spleen, everything else within the body is going to suffer. They are the absolute foundation of all health in the body for every single health condition that you can imagine. In Chinese medicine thousands of years ago, they just took terms from nature and they use these terms to describe pathology in the body. When you look at the function of the stomach, the pathological factor that affects the stomach more than any other factor is what they called dryness. So when things in the stomach dry up, that's going to cause problems not only within the digestive system, but with the entire body. What is this drying referring to? Well, dryness is referring to the lack of hydrochloric acid that's produced in the stomach, because it's arguably the most important thing that the stomach does produce. And due to some common dietary practices that we have today, eating a lot of genetically modified foods and sugar and dairy and all these things, it creates inflammation which burns out and creates this dryness. So if you want to heal the stomach, you absolutely have to do one of two things. You have to take a hydrochloric acid supplement with pepsin to kind of carry the load that the digestive system is having, or you have to eat tons and tons of vegetables and fruits, because all of the most common components that make hydrochloric acid are found in vegetables and fruits. Some of the best ones are celery, cucumber, the tops of beet leaves, but any vegetable and fruit is going to have some of those components to really help replenish the stomach and create a more wet environment in the stomach as opposed to dryness. The main pathology of the spleen pancreas in Chinese medicine is what they called dampness. Now I know this seems in stark contrast to what we just talked about with the stomach, but that's what they called it. And dampness is created when too many types of very specific foods are eaten that really slow the system down. So if you were to jump into a lake with all of your clothes on and get out, how would your clothes feel against you? They would feel heavy. And dampness creates this heaviness in the body, and when things are heavy for a long period of time, they begin to slow things down. And qi and blood in the body need to keep moving in order for you to have good health. So when things start slowing down, you can start seeing some major problems occurring in the body. What are the foods that contribute the absolute most to dampness in the modern diet? Well, it's sugar, excessive amounts of sugar, and excessive amounts of fat, which is one of the reasons I'm not a huge fan of the ketogenic diet. They call these rich foods in Chinese medicine. Sugar, like coming from refined sugar and all of the wheat and the corn and the genetically modified crops that we consume, combined with eating heavy amounts of fat, is definitely what contributes the absolute most to dampness in the diet. So if you want to heal that part, you have to definitely take those foods out of the diet. And what can help people from a supplemental standpoint with the spleen pancreas is taking a good quality digestive enzyme product. Another quick word about the ketogenic diet is I know a lot of people see a lot of benefits from being on this, and that's because when you remove carbohydrates, typically the bad ones that people are eating, you're gonna see some really productive or positive changes in your health. However, what happens is that now by you consuming so much fat, it puts a lot of stress on the liver because the liver has to produce bile in order to start breaking down the fat. So you might take stress off of the pancreas and the spleen, but you're going to put more stress on the liver. And people come into the clinic with all kinds of liver signs in Chinese medicine these days. So the last thing that we need to be doing is putting even more stress on the liver with a burdened liver that is what most people have in society today. So there you have it with the stomach and the spleen. These are literally the things that cause the most amount of problems. And Chinese medicine has always been about balance. So for short periods of time, you can definitely cut out macronutrients and see some positive changes, but that is what we would refer to as dieting. And I'm not a huge fan of dieting. I'm a huge fan of a positive, sustained lifestyle where there's balance among all of the macronutrients. So I am super passionate about helping people have healthy digestion and having a healthy gut. And that's why I've created a free 3-part video series that you can watch absolutely free. If you go to totalguttransformation.com/free, all you have to do is input your first name and your email address, and we'll go ahead and send that out to you. Otherwise, if you have enjoyed this video, please go ahead, like it, share it with your friends, and also subscribe to our channel. Thanks so much for watching.